What's going on, Taka fam? So today I'm here with an update for my Despia deck profile, or branded deck profile. This one I took to locals last night, went undefeated. So I'll show you guys what I played, and I'll even show you what I side for now, because it's all new format stuff. And I'll explain some of the choices with some of the stuff that I changed, at least for now. So we're still playing in 3 Albaz. Playing 3 Aluber, pretty much the main 6 normal summons. Then for the cards that mention Albaz, we're just playing 1 Albion, 1 Cartesia, and still the 2 Mercurier. Alright, so here is the different part of the deck. So for the Bystials, we're playing 2 Lubellion. We played 2 Lubellion for a couple reasons, and I'll show you why on one of the reasons later. But this is really good. We don't really need to draw that many Bystials that much anymore, so I did cut them down. So with the awkward ratios, I did decide to play 2 Saronir because he's still a combo enabler. He synergizes the most with a lot of your branded cards, so we just play this. And then we just played the 1 Magnemite. I know this is weird, and most people would probably play the reverse if they did cut down, but you don't really need this as much, and it searches any of your dragons. That's cool, but this synergizes, like I said, with all your branded cards, so may as well just play this ratio. And then this could still get this if you need it to get this, and this could always grab back from the grave anyway. So for the spell cards, I'm still on 3 Fusion, obviously, best card. 3 Opening, even with the 3 Aluber, that's all we need. For some of the 1-ofs, I'm playing 1 red still and 1 white. This card's really good, and this card is too, in tandem with each other. They're really good. They're like polys, basically. So the theory behind this deck, we want to try to draw as many cards, so we're playing some extra cards to help. Like Regain's really good as a 1-of to draw, and it helps you draw, and then 1 loss. And then for the branded card that's not a branded card, I'm still on the 2 Fusion deployment. This just gets you to your Cartesia, or some scenarios it could get you Albaz if you need them for any of your specific fusions. For my personal tech, I'm still on the 3 Eclipse. I feel like you need this at least right now. It helps a lot. Even with Tyr, like Tyr's still really strong. I played against it last night. Yeah, they can't mill as insane, but they can still mill really good, and this could turn off all their trap cards, and that's what matters. And then I'm only down to 2 traps now, so I decided to cut Beast because I'm playing less Bystials, and it's not very good anyway, and it's not very much needed, so we're still on the 1 Banishment and 1 Retribution. And then for my techs, the build I talked about the other day was like the Chimera Turbo deck, like a little more fun build, but for consistency reasons, I decided to add in the 2 Edgeimps, the Patchwork, and the 2 Poly. I know they can be very bricky, but I like them because drawing extra cards, because Ash is in the game, I still want to hard draw into Albaz and then a way to fuse with the Albaz anyway, even if you get Ashed on Fusion. Because you can still do a lot, even if your Fusion gets Ashed. And for my personal tech, I'm playing 2 Chaos Space. So this card's really good in this deck. The only target is obviously Lubellion. That's why I'm playing 2 Lubellion, because I decided to play 2 of these. Depending on the amount that you want to play of this, you play the same amount of Lubellion. That's the way I looked at it. Yes, I could have played Allure, but the way I looked at it was, this gives you 1 random draw, and then you also can search anything. So it's basically Allure. Because Allure just gives you 2 blind draws, where this one just gives you 1 and something guaranteed. That's it for the main deck. 40 still for the extra. Still on the same 6 ones. The 2 Jade, the 2 Albion, 2 Lubellion. I want to play this at 1 again, but Kashtira, once they realize, you know, hitting this card's really good, then if playing 1, then you just kind of lose the grind game. Playing 1 Brigand still is really good because it searches Mercurier, and you just need it. You can easily summon this too. It takes a level 8 or lower, so you can still summon it. So this card right here is still good, but I think it might get cut for something else. I want to play something like Aurora, or something like that, or another card that synergizes with a card I'll talk about later. One Alba is still really good, still helps a lot. Rimbram, still insane card. I think it's one of the most important cards in the extra deck now, because just being able to bounce big monsters without targeting them is really good. One Dust Dragon. I did still consider playing 2 of this, just because this card is actually really, really good. And I play a Proskydian to go with it, just as a target off of this. That's why I considered cutting the Titanclad, because I wanted to play maybe potentially another Dogmatica, well, Despia monster, maybe like Querdish or something. Until I have a second copy with this to go with this. I'm playing one Masquerade. Still need Masquerade because it's generic for the most part. Chimera, well, not Chimera, Dragostapelia. This card's still good. It can come in and out. Still don't summon it that much, but it does come up sometimes just as a generic-ish fusion. And then Chimera. I'm considering playing 2 of this again as well, only because once they realize what you're trying to do, they're going to try to just cut you off of this. So if they have Ash and then they can rip your extra deck, if they're smart, they'll take this. Like, if they are aware of what you're trying to do, they'll take this. That's why I'm definitely considering playing the second one, because this is really good. Helps break boards. You also draw extra cards with this. This helps dig into your deck even more. That's why we're playing that, plus the Chaos Space and stuff like that. We're trying to draw as many cards, and that's why I wanted to play Garura, to add to that. That's it for the extra deck. And then for my side deck, it's a new format, so don't really know too much with the side, but generic card. Playing the Duster, and then we're playing the 2 Cosmic. They're just back row removal cards. And we're not playing Beast, so it's kind of like serves the same purpose, except you could draw this without needing something else. I'm still playing a Zombie World and a Necro World. I don't think it's really necessary that much anymore. I just didn't really have anything else to put in, or at least wanted to put in, I should say. I'm on 2 Dark Ruler because I play a lot of draw cards. I don't really want to overdraw this card, so I think just playing 2 is fine, at least for now. And then I'm siding 1 extra of Bestials, so playing a Baldrake, playing a Druid, and playing a second Magma. So it gets tier. We just sided more of these. And depending on the matchup, you just sided more so you can have more in your main deck. Because you don't really need them all that much. You just use them mainly for your combos. So post side, depending on what you're playing with, you'll have 2 Saronniers in your deck, so that's 2. You have 2 Magnamuts, that's 4. And then you'll have 1 and 1, so that would make 6. At least having a variety of ones that you could draw. I'm on 2 Hunter. This is for cash, obviously. They have one specific out in certain scenarios, but for the most part, it turns off their whole deck. And this is enough for you to be able to kill them. And then the last card in my side deck, I decided to go with the Triple Nib. Because decks like Kashtira, they like to end their turn on a Nibiru token. So we try our best to try to stop all the plays that they can. Even if we don't draw this, like having something like a Hunter or something is really good. But like I said, that's why I'm playing more draw cards or more ways to draw into certain cards to have different cards, because this will help. And it's a light monster, worst case. Sometimes if I don't want to draw this in like the mid or late game, I'll just go Brain Infusion, just send this to the grave, just so I don't have to worry about drawing it that often. And that's it. So this is an update to my deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you agree with some of the ratios. If you don't, tell me what you would change or what you would want to do. But personally, I'm having a lot of fun with this build, and I like it a lot. And I think it's probably one of the most competitive builds you could play with it in the most consistent way, without playing like too many added bricks and stuff like that into the deck. Alright, thank you guys. Peace.